Well, hello, my beautiful people. My name is Gant, and welcome back to Ascendant Hearts. Today, I just streamed. I just finished my stream right now. Like, for you, it's like, oh, it's Thursday, but I just streamed, and it wasn't what I expected, but then again, it was my first stream, like, ever. I only had one viewer the whole time, and they didn't say a word, and I was like, come on, speak up. Like, I wasn't really saying it, like, come on, speak to me! But I was like, when is he gonna speak up? At least say hi. Anyway, we're playing Mamiya, and I was trying to play Skyrim, but the frames were the frames were all dumb. Like, my frames dropped, and it's not a good experience. So I'm gonna see what I can do about that, you know? Because I've never really played Skyrim or actual games on here, just visual novels. Anyway, last time we went to do the dungeon and everything. We found all the letters, and there was a prophecy that someone from another world would come and stop the monster attacks. That mean us. And yeah, we were just debating on, should we talk about it? Me and Shiori want to talk about it now, while Aiko and Shisei didn't want to talk about it at all. And now they went their separate ways, and we could go talk to each one of them or go to sleep. So without further ado, let's continue. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to Shiori. Okay, like, why Shiori? Because Shiori's cool. Okay, go to the town hall after Shiori. I'm not tired enough to sleep just yet, so I head to the town hall. I could use a little training too. The town hall is still as active as ever, even this late into the evening. Shiori stands across from the training dummies as I watch spell after spell fly from her fingers and blast the wooden dummies into smithereens. Yet, they materialize after a few minutes have passed, so she's never run out of targets. It must be some sort of magic, but I can't imagine how it works. A few whispers follow me through the room as I walk up to Shiori. The other adventurers must still think of me as a poor fool who doesn't know he's in a party with a traitor. I ignore them. Hey Shiori. She hammers her current target with ice and then turns towards me. Oh, hello! Here to turn in your skill points? I really need to practice with the skills I have. The thought of getting something new to learn soon makes me feel overwhelmed. It's fine if you don't want to. You can save your skill points for some more powerful skills that can cost multiple points. Good idea. What brings you here? I want to spend some time with you. Yes, I want to spend some time with you. I'm sorry, man. Like, with women, I am direct. Like, if I want to spend time with you, I want to spend time with you. Maybe you don't feel that way, maybe you do. Either way, I'm spending time with you. If I can. You know? You did? Yeah. Why? What? Because we're friends. Oh, of course. If you're busy, I could leave. No, I didn't mean that, but are you sure you want to be seen spending time with me? She waves her hands towards the rest of the town hall. You know rumors would spread. They'll think what they want. They'll think what they want to anyway. I don't care. Oh, thank you. No problem. So then, what do you want to do? Well, if you want to train some more, I could join you or... Tell me about yourself. Huh? What is there to know that you don't know already? I barely know anything about you aside from your work as an adventurer. As the fate of her village, of course, but that's not the sort of thing I should bring up casually, especially in a room full of people. There must be things you like to do in your free time. Double duel maybe? Shiori laughs. I tried double duel once, but I couldn't get into it. I'm surprised you've heard of it. Aiko's a big fan. She showed it to me. Oh, I see. So, what do you do while you're off So what do you do while she's off playing double duel? Well, I actually go fishing. Fishing? I love fishing in video games. Like, I love fishing in video games. I don't know what it is. It's just stupid. I could spend like half an hour or something just doing nothing but fishing. I've done it. In Trial of Cold Steel, you could fish a little bit. In Final Fantasy 15, I fished. Like, just fish, man. It's so fun. Nothing funny about fishing, but I can't picture you doing it.
Why not? It's sort of like combat, you know?
It is?
Yes, it's your strength versus the fish's. You need to pay attention to make sure your line doesn't snap, and a burst of mana will always help you in a pinch.
I see.
Plus, it's very useful. Once you caught a fish, you can cook it for lunch or dinner, or some rare types fish can be sold at a high price. Some adventurers use certain type of fish to lure monsters too.
Wow.
And let's not forget the leaderboards.
Leaderboards?
Yes, if you report the size of the weight of your fish once you caught it, it can report.
Sorry, my throat's like, I've been burping. I had a burger like before I started streaming. Like hours before, but it's still in my stomach and I'm just burping it out.
Yes, a leaderboard. Variety of fishes earn you plus bonus points too. Everyone competes to try to get the best fish, and at the end of the month, the leader gets a prize.
I had no idea fishing was so big here.
Have you ever gone fishing?
I can't remember if I've ever went fishing in my world, but if I did, I doubt it would help me much here anyway. Nope.
When we have some free time, you should go fishing with me.
Really?
You might enjoy it.
Well, maybe.
Alright, enough chit chat. Let's get a few rounds to see how you improved.
Okay. We trained together against the training dummies for an hour. It's a lot different from battling enemies that fight back, but it helps me get my basic moves down.
That's enough for today. At least for me. I'm tired.
Same.
Next time, we should move on to something more challenging so you can practice those tank skills of yours.
They have training dummies for them?
Of course. They're enchanted to fight back, although the basic ones aren't too dangerous.
Sounds like a plan then.
Great!
We walked to the town hall doors together, despite the whispers that follow us.
Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I had a lot of fun.
So did I.
You know, I think I understand Chise's point a little better. It was nice to have time to wind down and enjoy myself without worrying about the prophecy and dark wolves the entire time.
Yeah.
Well, good night.
Night. The inn is quiet and almost deserted this late in the evening, so I hurry into my room. What a day. Within minutes, I'm asleep. Despite weird nightmares plagued by the things we saw at the Temple of Basil, I feel better when I wake up. Today is the day. We'll discuss the prophecy, and no matter how silly it sounds, I need to tell them now I'm from another world. We entered the inn's tavern area. Aiko waves up to me. She's seated at the table with Chise, and they both have breakfast. I buy my own breakfast and sit down with them.
I sent a message to Shiori, asking to meet us. She'll soon be here, unless she decides to part way with us.
She'll be here. Sure enough, the door opens and Shiori walks in. I lift my hand to get her attention, and she joins us.
I'm here.
No breakfast?
I already ate. Let's discuss the prophecy. If the prophecy is to be believed, I see no doubt to doubt it. Despite Azodora's madness, then we might find someone who comes from another world. That doesn't sound easy. It could be quite challenging. However, there are two possibilities that can make it easier. First, it might simply be our destiny to encounter this hero along the way. I heard promising rumors about a mysterious swordsman, although I'm reluctant to follow them just yet. And second,
she fixes her gaze on me.
What if a traveler from another world is already among us?
Shiori glances at me and gives me a slight nod of encouragement. My mouth feels dry. I swallow hard and clear my throat. And there's Chise, staring at me so intently. It's as if she knows exactly what I'm about to say. Who is she? I'm sort of from another world.
Wait, what? You're what? So, it's true.
I frown at her. How did you know?
I didn't. Not for sure. But I heard rumors about you. A new adventurer appeared out of nowhere and seemed to lack an understanding of the most basic things about our world. Once I saw the prophecy, it was a natural conclusion to draw.
No, it really wasn't.
You're from another world?
She appears to be in shock.
The gods sent you here to save Lightshire.
I don't really know, but...
Of course they did.
Shiori slams her hand down on the table with a triumphant grin.
This is perfect! We have a prophecy on our side! Indeed, it might finally be time to put an end to this.
Shiori frowns at her.
But first, you're going to explain who you are and why you're so interested. You saved Lightshire, so it's so strange that it is so strange that I want the same thing. You joined our party with no explanation, and apparently you suspect Hayato from another world. Ever since we met you, you acted like you know something the rest of us don't. So you're suspicious. That's a muse coming from you. The entire town suspects you of treachery, and you suspect me? I know I'm not a traitor. Neither am I. I have no ulterior motives. But you do know more than you're letting on.
Aiko stares back and forth between the two of them with wide eyes. This is bad. The argument looks like it can escalate to a point of physical violence, or worse, magical violence. I better do something. No, I want an explanation. I'm standing by my waifu right now, my baby girl right here, okay? Something about her pink hair and blue eyes that just get me, Oh, you know what she reminds me of? Just change her hair to yellow. She reminds me of Leanne from is it Leanne? I forgot her name. From Crystalline. Ask Chisei for an explanation. Come on, Chisei. You got to admit, it's a little weird that you walk up to us and announce that you want to join our party.
We did ask for a party member, though.
Right, but it also seems pretty strange to me that Chisei guessed I was from another world. Neither of you jumped to that conclusion until I told you.
Exactly! Fine. I suppose I owe you an explanation.
That was easier than I expected.
You do have a secret, then? Yes, but it's nowhere near as sinister as you seem to think. Out with it! Not here.
What? She waves her hands at the room, where tables have begun to crowd up with patrons.
There are too many ears here. We need to talk and speak in private.
If it's nothing sinister, why are you afraid of people hearing it?
Because it might reach the ears of those who wish to stop our attempts.
The three of us stare at her in shock. Does she really think the person attacking Lightshire has help on the inside? Why would someone in Lightshire try to destroy it?
Follow me. We'll find a safe place to talk, and then I'll tell you everything.
Chisei leads us out of Lightshire, all the way to the riverside. At last, she looks around and nods.
This should be safe. Fantastic! Now you'll please tell us what this is all about. Very well.
She faces us, her expression serious. Why is she holding daggers though?
You aren't the ones investigating the Dark Wolves. I've been searching for the source of these attacks for years. Years? Yes.
That's a little disheartening.
What?
You have been investigating for years and haven't found anything?
We have prophecy on our side now, and I didn't say I found nothing. Do you have an explanation then? Yes. Are you gonna tell us? Yes.
She turns to me.
But first, I want to thank you. You're already much more promising than the others.
Others?
When the attacks began years ago, everyone thought it was a minor incident at first. Under the new adventuring guidelines, adventurers would drive them back, and Lightshire would return to being a peaceful, undisturbed town. But that didn't happen. Nearly everyone adapted to the Dark Wolves as a simple, dangerous part of life, and they have to get used to it. Almost no one ever tried to investigate the attacks, and those who did met with failure. After a while, I realized this had to be a grand story quest, the likes of which we'd never seen before.
Aiko sighs. She must still be anticipating her death.
If that was true, a typical band of adventurers wouldn't be enough. We needed a hero.
Like in the prophecy?
I didn't know about the prophecy then. I researched past historical events and looked at what their heroes had in common. Ever since then, I sought out likely candidates.
So, that's what that stuff with the sword was all about?
Yes, presenting a legendary sword to an adventurer sounds like a good way to find a person I needed.
Wait, then it didn't actually belong to a legendary hero?
No, I bought it myself and roughed it up to make it look old.
If anyone had actually accepted her offer, I wonder how they felt when they learned the truth.
I did whatever I could to find possible heroes. If they were already adventurers, I joined their parties. If If they weren't, I encouraged them to try. So, that's why you decided to join us? Exactly.
Wait, but you joined us before you read the prophecy. What made you think we might be the ones?
Your amnesia. I heard of adventures with amnesia and rushed to Lightshire to check you out. If I'd known it was you that day, I would have tried harder.
Amnesia is common in heroes?
Oh yes, you're the 10th amnesic adventurer I've traveled with.
10th?
And that's not counting all the common farm boys, disguised princesses, and men with spiky hair.
What?
Once I found a spiky-haired farm boy who was actually an amnesic princess in disguise, I thought for sure I had it that time. I remember hearing about her, reading about her. That's right. She didn't save the world. Yes, I should have known she wasn't my hero.
Ask why she should have known. I might regret pursuing this conversation, but curiosity drives me to ask anyway. What should you have known she wasn't your hero?
A hero who is simultaneously a princess in disguise and a farm boy with both amnesia and spiky hair. Clearly, she was destined for major world-shaking events.
I see.
Were there any long-haired swordsmen involved? Yes. You said you read about her. Didn't you see any pictures of her nemesis? Only after she turned into a monster. Oh, I see. I suppose they didn't want to give him accidental good publicity. That's right. I remember when the evil King Zevon won the world's most attractive bachelor contest. What a nightmare. He nearly took over the world because screaming farm girls wouldn't let the heroes kill him.
How could they talk about these things with a straight face?
Is something wrong, Hayato? He probably wants us to get up back on track and have a princess, farm boys, and evil kings. We have a town to save. Anyway, Hayato's amnesia convinced me to join your party, especially since you seem interested in dark wolves. Reading the prophecy and learning about the truth about Hayato convinced me I finally found the right hero. You really think we can stop the dark wolves? I do. That's great, but I don't know why you need to tell us that in secret. That wasn't the secret part.
You think someone in Lightshire is responsible for the attacks, don't you?
Correct. What? Why would anyone want to hurt their own town? My investigation over the years had led me to the conclusion that the Dark Wolves weren't acting on their own. Someone was commanding them to attack Lightshire. Your attempts to link Ascendant magic to the attacks make me certain. Ascendant magic hasn't been seen in centuries. Correct. As a result, if someone were born with such a power today, few people would recognize it for what it was.
So, who is it?
The Guildmaster.
For a moment, we all stare at her in shock. Finally, Shiori breaks the silence.
That actually makes a lot of sense. No, it doesn't. Lightshire is the Guildmaster's home. If we lost Lightshire, what would he do? He would never lose Lightshire. Don't you see? If he controls the attacks, he can make sure the Dark Wolves never damage the town too much. But the continual attacks encourage more people to become adventurers. Who is in charge of adventurers? The Guildmaster. He did set up the adventuring system shortly after the attacks began. Oh, you're right. Not only that, but I recently dug into his past a little more. Before the attacks began, he was researching a certain topic. Any guess what it was?
What?
Ascendant magic.
No way. Like serio? Really?
Yes, the Guildmaster's researched Ascendant magic. The monster's attack began, and he set up the adventuring system with himself as its head. His research into Ascendant magic stopped around that time too. It could be a coincidence.
No, it cannot. Shut your face. I had it with you. Aiko. I might like you later, but I have had it with you. This isn't proof he's behind it. No, it's pretty suspicious. Like, I'm sorry, I wanted to be a cop, right? So I learned a little bit. I had a criminal justice class taught by an actual police officer in ELAC. So like, there is a lot of reasonable suspicion, you know what I mean? Like, it's not probable cause to go in and bust down his door. but it's reasonable suspicions to go, either ask him or investigate more. He's pretty suspicious.
You really think so?
Yeah, there's something weird about that guy. I saw him watching us, and apparently he's been asking questions about me.
What? Of course, he must have connected the pieces like I did, and realized you might be the hero to stop him.
I wonder if he knows about the prophecy. Maybe not. He might just be on the lookout for adventurers with amnesia. This world's rules are slowly beginning to make sense to me, and that's a scary thought.
We have the hero of prophecy on our side. It's time we confront the guildmaster. Already? Every moment we delay puts Lightshire in danger of another attack. We can't waste time. We can't rest in unprepared either. Let's take some time to get ready, and then meet up at the town square in 1 hour. Agreed. Hayato, you need to prepare the most.
Why me?
You're the one mentioned by the prophecy. That means the rest of us are secondary. And expendable.
No, we're all important.
She has a point though. Make sure you're ready for a fight. You should probably upgrade your equipment.
Do they think I'm going to duel the guildmaster? Is that what this is really about? Is that what this is about? Well, better safe than sorry. Alright, don't worry, I'll make sure I'm prepared. Aiko?
This really doesn't feel right to me. How can we accuse someone without any proof? That's rich coming from you. Why don't we compromise? What do you have in mind? In addition to prepare for the next hour, we also search for further evidence. Once we meet up, we'll make our decision.
That sounds fair. What do you think, Aiko?
Okay. Then, we better get started.
She and Aiko heads back towards the town, and I take a step after them, but Chise catches my arm.
I would also like to speak for you for a moment alone.
I shrug. Okay. Shiori and Aiko continue on their way, and I wait to see what Chise wants. Does she know something else about the prophecy? Is there something else about the hero I should keep in mind? If she doesn't want to say it in town, it must be important. Once we're alone, she gives me a serious look.
There's one other possibility we should consider.
What's that?
The hero might not be you, specifically, but your child.
It takes a moment for that to sink in. My child?
Yes, your child grows up here, believing him or himself to be like all the other children, and then learn you travel from another world. This leads them to seek out their destiny and save the world, or at least the town. It happens from time to time.
But I don't have a child.
Any plans to have one soon?
No.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Where's this going? Does she wanna fuck? Like I have my zipper down, like this is like a hentai, right? Like, where's this going? That's a personal question.
If you have a girlfriend, she would be present for a discussion about your future children.
I don't, but why?
I see. In that case,
I knew it. Wait a minute. What are you doing?
This is the easiest solution.
To what?
You're like a potential hero children, of course.
Does she mean what she thinks she means?
Don't worry, if it doesn't work out today, we'll just keep trying until I get pregnant. That's all.
Damn, I would be tempted. I'll be hella tempted. Anyone would be tempted. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Guy or girl, she is... No, like, if you're a guy or girl, it doesn't matter. She's hot, okay? Like, I don't care if you're straight, gay, bi. She is hot. Like, wow. Is this some sort of proposal? Is this sort of proposal normal here?
You look horrified. Is it me, or do you find me too unattractive to mate with?
No, that's not it. Mating? Really?
If you like, we can find someone more to your tastes. There are certain adventurers who would offer such services. Although, usually not with the goal of having a child.
I have a sudden nightmarish mental image of Shisei making me post this as a request on the... Okay, I'm sorry. It's just... I have a sudden nightmarish mental image of Shisei making me post this as a request on a notice board for everyone to see. Look, I'm not ready to have a kid, and it wouldn't be good for the potential future hero to have a bad father, right?
I suppose you have a point.
Come on! No! Like, no! Fuck it! Give me a choice! Give me a choice right now! No! 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 Give me a choice!
I suppose you have a point.
Motherfucker! Like, I'm sorry. She is hot. She is hot. I would do it in a heartbeat. I don't care about rules or I'll do it in a heartbeat. Okay? Like, it's not. No, fuck you. You're probably sitting there like,
Yeah, I would never for a random stranger. I would at least on our third date.
no, fuck you. She is proposing having a child. You know? And like, fuck it. If she wants a kid, she wants a kid. I would just, I'm sorry, man. She wants a kid, she wants a kid. Finally, raising a family here isn't on my list of things to do. At least not now.
On the other hand, some heroes are doomed to investigate their past due to distant parents.
Let's make sure I'm not the hero before we make crazy plans for the future, okay?
Oh, very well. Have it your way. Let me know if you change your mind.
I'll change my mind right now. Give me the option. Give me the option. Fuck you. No. Give me the option now. Right.
Damn it.
Really, my dude? Like, I hate this so much about anime. Someone throwing yourself at you. Heartbeat. I would do it. Like, look at her. She's hot. She is smoking. And she has a somewhat good personality too. Even though it's stupid because of this world. Heartbeat. I would do it. Aiko, not so much because she's kind of a bitch. But her, I would do it. Heartbeat. As we head back to Lightshire, I can't help but hope Chisei forgets about all about this plan. No, I hope she doesn't. Well, it depends. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll go with her because I don't have no one. Or Hayato doesn't have no one, right? But if, like, he gets with Shiori or Aiko or whoever, right? It's like, Chisei, I'm sorry, but I got a girl, okay? Can I have a three-way? No, I'm just kidding.
Do you need my assistance with anything?
It's amazing that she can talk to me so calmly after her proposal. Does nothing faze her?
I would like to make a few preparations of my own, but if you need help, I'll be glad to change my plans.
Seriously? We know each other for about 10 minutes, yet she offered to have my children to save Lightshire. Is she that dedicated to her quest?
Hayato, you seem distracted.
I keep thinking about your offer. Like, are you kidding me? Yes, and I'm direct. I'm not gonna beat around the bushes.
Oh, in that case...
No! The last thing I need is her undressing in the middle of town. Knowing her, she just might. I don't mean I'm considering it. I just meant,
Maybe I should have asked ahead of something so important. Seeing women naked is distracting to men, isn't it?
You can say that, yeah.
Don't worry, I won't do it again, unless you want me to.
Yes! That's it, that is.
I'm sorry, am I distracting you more?
For someone who seems intent on taking her clothes off as part of her quest, she sure does lack awareness about how all this works. I am sorry, man. I'm just... Like, sure, I'm sorry. She might be waifu material. I know Aiko's not.
We'll deal with this another time. For now, we need to focus on the Guildmaster.
Wait, what does she mean when she says we'll deal with this?
Hayato, are you listening?
Right, sorry, you're right. We need to focus.
Anyway, if you need my help, I'll leave you be. If you don't need my help, I'll leave you be for now.
Alright, see you in an hour. She walks away. I can't help but breathe a sigh of relief. Maybe I can clear my thoughts and get a few things done. I don't know how the others intend to prepare for a confrontation with the Guildmaster, but I'll buy a new sword and better armor, like Shiori recommended. With any luck, we can take care of this before Chisei tries another scheme. I wonder what sort of combatant the Guildmaster is. Will he pull a sword out of nowhere? Reveal secret powers, powerful magic, summon a horde of dark wolves while he stays clear of the actual fight? Maybe he's explicitly turned into a giant monster, and afterwards, the others will tell me why that's perfectly normal. That's all assuming he really is guilty, of course. Maybe we'll learn something that clears his name. I still have plenty of time before we're supposed to meet up again. As I try to find evidence about the guildmaster, I spot Aiko standing near the fountain. She's talking to another adventurer. She must be asking questions about the guildmaster. Then again, maybe she's making funeral preparations or something ethically morbid. Either way, I'll walk across the town to join them. Once I'm within earshot, I realize it has nothing to do with our quest at all. Dude, it's that guy! Be part of our party. Let's be a 5 party members.
That's right. I hope to play in the tournament someday.
Great. I want to make sure I have the right person.
For what? What for?
I did a quest, but the reward was 2 packs of duel cards. I don't play double duel, so I have no use for them. I'm considered selling them, but then I heard about you, and I thought we could make a trade.
I don't know anything about quest rewards before you start.
Nah, it was an NPC quest from the High Cleric Nisei. When the High Cleric asks you to get some books on gods and magic, are you really gonna stop and demand to know the quest reward first?
No, I guess not.
Now that I know there's discussing double duel, not on our quest, I'm not sure if I should join the conversation. I try to casually walk past them, but Aiko notices me.
Oh, hello Hayato. This is Brad.
Really? Your name is Brad. Her name is Aiko. We had another girl named Shiori, another one named Kisei, and your name is Brad. Hi, my name is Brad. This is the voice I'm gonna give him for the rest of the game. Nice to meet you. Same, although you look familiar. You helped me find the river the other day. Right. It's good to see you doing well.
Brad is a traveling adventurer. He's going to trade me some double duel cards.
Brad reaches into his pockets, or his inventory, I assume, and pulls out 2 wrapped packs of cards. Gold or item, it's fine, whatever works for you.
Well, I have a couple potions, plus some gold.
The haggling is a little longer, and then make the trade. Aiko accepts the 2 packs of cards, but then something between them falls to the ground. It looks like another double duel card, so he crouches and picks it up. I'll see you around. Good luck with your tournament.
Wait a minute.
She holds out the card.
This wasn't between the packs.
I told you, I don't play. But... She sounds more flustered than usual.
Don't you see what this is? It's a foiled rising crimson dragon.
Brad looks at me, and I shrug. I barely know more about double duel than he does. Certainly not enough to know why that's significant. Aiko stares at us like we're stupid. Shut up, okay? We don't know the card game.
Rising Crystal Dragon is one of the rarest cards ever, and the foil variety gives out as a prize during one of the earliest double duel tournaments. So only a tiny number of them were ever made. Most double duel collectors won't even see a card like this, let alone own one.
Wow, must have been a bonus reward. That's some bonus. What kind of quest was it? Nothing hard. Nisei wanted some books from the ancient library of Kerr.
You should keep this card. You can sell it for much more than what I traded you.
Nah, you can keep it.
But
It'll take time to get it on the marketplace and look for a seller. I could spend that time on quests instead. Besides, you're a double duel player. Use it in the tournament.
Are you sure?
Positive. Just remember me when you win the tournament because of that card, okay?
I will. Thank you so much.
No problem. See you around. He walks away while Aiko stares at the card like it's the most precious thing she's ever owned.
A foiled risen crystal dragon.
Look like that seems like a good omen for our quest.
Unless I use up all of my good luck finding this card.
I don't think luck works that way. Then again, around here, it might.
I better go write my will.
What?
I thought I might, but now I have to, just in case something happens to me. I need to leave instructions about what to do with this card. Rare double duo cards like this have caused massacres.
You're kidding.
I never joke about something as serious as double duo massacres.
Really? That's terrifying. That's like someone going and killing people for Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You have Exodia? Bah! Just stab you. That's the only card I know of Exodia. That's terrifying.
How much time do we have before the confrontation?
About 20 minutes left now, I think.
That should be enough time. See you then.
She runs to the inn, apparently to write her will. At least the card puts her in a good spirits, although I wish she stopped assuming she's going to die. Speaking of death, maybe I should say a prayer or two. Since the gods take such an active role in adventurers' lives, it can help to get them on our side. The church is empty, so I sit in the nearest pews and try to think of a proper prayer. Okay. Oh god, if you really do let adventurers respond, please make sure to let me, Shiori, Aiko, and Chise respond if anything happens to us today. It is probably the worst prayer an adventurer has ever said. Should I add something else? I see our newest adventurer is the vote. The sudden voice makes me jump, and when I turn around and see who it is, I quickly stand and leave the pew. Don't let me disturb you. You startle me, that's all. Indeed. He steps closer to me. You intrigue me. I step away. I do? Do you still have amnesia? Yes. And you somehow ended up in Lightshire. I tried to find out where you came from, but I learned nothing that could help. It's as if you just appeared one day. I laugh nervously. I must be from somewhere. Indeed. Yet I wonder just how far away that somewhere might be. Great. Either he knows the truth, or this conversation is one creepy coincidence. I really need to leave now. I walk past him and hurry towards the church doors. You're investigating the Dark Wolves, aren't you? I freeze. Don't act so shocked. If you want to keep it a secret, you did a terrible job of it. And why hide it? We all want to help Lightshire, don't we? Yes? If you learn anything about the Dark Wolves, please let me know. I'll do that. Then I flee the church. That was weird. Really weird. The Guildmaster must suspect I'm from another world, and he's definitely interested in our investigation. That's all pretty suspicious. Yet, when he offered to help, something in his voice sounded sincere. For a moment, I believed him. Was it a trick? Did he hope to find out how close we are to the truth? Or is the Guildmaster innocent? But if he's innocent, what is he really after?
Hayato!
She marches towards me across the square.
He came from the church. I saw the Guildmaster enter. What did he want?
Tell her. No, don't tell her. I want to kill the Guildmaster. No, tell her. What the fuck? He said he's trying to find out where I'm from, and he asked me to tell him if I learned anything about the Dark Wolves.
That convincing snake!
Do you think he knows you suspect him?
No. If he did, he'd never ask you. That means we still have an advantage of surprise.
Yeah.
It's almost time. I'll watch the church in case he doesn't return to his office. Do you have any luck finding evidence?
Actually, I was just starting to look. I was gonna start looking.
Excellent. What's your plan?
I haven't figured that out yet. Any advice?
It should be your decision.
What? Why?
You're the hero.
He says that, but it doesn't mean I have any clues what to do. Well, I'll see. All you have on him is pure circumstantial evidence, right? We need something more concrete. You said he has an office, right? Maybe we should find something there.
Ah, that sounds like an excellent idea. It's inside the town hall.
With as crowded as the town hall gets, it wouldn't be easy sneaking into the office.
Actually, I think you should just walk right in.
Seriously?
Walk in like you have every day. You have the right to be here.
Sorry, I was reading the visual novel for Mamiya for my stream, so I'm like, my voice is like a little parched and I have no water. No, I got a little bit of water, hold on. Just get me through this.
Walking like you have every right to be there. If anyone questions you, say the guildmaster wanted to talk to you, and you didn't realize he was still out.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
If the guildmaster leads the church and head your way, I'll signal you with an inconspicuous bird call.
She cups her hands around her mouth. Okay, that was really good. I don't even...
Caw!
Her inconspicuous bird call makes several adventurers turn towards us in alarm. Right, I'll listen for that. Kisei points to the door, out the door of the guildmaster's office, and then returns to watch the church. I take a deep breath and walk towards the room with my head up and my posture relaxed. Even though the office is near the counter and the town hall is filled with adventurers, no one even asks me what I'm doing. Once I'm inside, I close the door behind me. I don't have a lot of time, so I need to be quick and glance around the room. The desk seems like the most likely spot. I hurry around the guildmaster's desk. One of the drawers is locked, and the other two open easily to reveal a huge stack of paper, books, and journals. I'll take forever going through all of this. I pick up one of the journals. It's a ledger. Shows how the guildmaster has made from the mentoring system. From the looks of things, he gets a percentage of whatever quest is posted in the town hall. He really is profiting from this. Then, I can't help but think the Dark Wolves must have helped drive business, just like Kisei said. I check one of the books next. It's an old, with yellow pages that crackle as I carefully thumb through it. The guildmaster has one section marked. A circle passes describing ascendant magic as an ancient power no longer present in this world, and speculate that it could still return. Finally, I scroll through the loose notes. Most are related to adventures and quests, but a significant number of them focus on the Dark Wolves attack. He has written down the time of each attack, and the number of Dark Wolves, and the amount of damage. It's still all circumstantial, but Chise has a point. It paints a suspicious picture. Speaking of suspicious, I probably shouldn't linger. Put everything back the way I found it and leave the office. Again, no one pays much attention to me. However, I'm no longer the only one here. Chise is pacing in front of the notice board. Is it time already?
No, I'm a little early. I got in some last-minute training and asked a few questions about the guildmaster. Now I'm just waiting.
Did you learn anything?
No, what about you?
Certainly nothing that contradicts Chise's theory.
Looks like we're going to go through with this then.
The guildmaster is in the church right now. Chise is watching to see where he goes.
Do you think we're ready for this?
You know better than I would.
It feels like we're rushing. Yesterday we're searching for clues. Now today we're ready for the final battle. I hope we're not mistaken. I hope this isn't a mistake.
But you still want to do it anyway.
We can't afford to ignore any possibilities.
She sighs.
And then there are enough strange things around the guildmaster that I believe he has to be connected to this in some way. If nothing else, maybe we at least get information from him.
I hope so.
I'm happy to have you by my side for this.
Me too. And don't worry. We'll see. Once we save Lightshire, people will stop doubting you.
That'll be nice.
The door opens, and Aiko walks in. She looks nervous.
This is it, isn't it? Soon enough. I'm afraid I didn't learn anything useful after finished writing my will. Wait, what?
She got a rare double duel card and wanted to make sure it was taken care of. Go ahead, Aiko.
Yes, well, after I finished that, I thought I would try to find where the guildmaster was ahead of the last attack. And no one knew. Someone said they thought he went out of town briefly, and then they couldn't be sure. It sounds suspicious. I know, but I still wish we... What in the world was that?
Oh no, I forgot to tell Chise I wasn't in the office anymore. She's trying to signal me. Sure enough, the guildmaster enters a moment later. He looks in our direction, but then he continues on through the door near the counter. He opens the door and disappears inside.
Wait, why did he look at us?
He seems interested in our investigation.
Oh, then it really is. Then it's really him, isn't it? This is the end of our quest.
Don't panic.
I'm not panicking.
The door opens again and Chise walks inside. She glances around until she spots us and then joins us.
Everyone ready? The guildmaster went into his office. I'll take that as a yes. And you, hero? He didn't catch you, did he? Catch him? What are you talking about?
Never mind that for now. I wasn't caught, but I didn't find any evidence either. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Good. The prophecy makes it sound like you're our best hope. Don't let us down.
No pressure or anything.
Let's get this over with.
Together, we walk to the door. The door the guildmaster entered. Chise knocks. It seems so out of place with what we're about to do. I struggle not to laugh. We think this man is sending monsters to attack the town and kill people, but we politely knock on his office door. Yes? Chise opens her mouth, but then she looks at me. So do Aiko and Shiori. No one says anything. I guess being the prophesized hero means I'm the one who gets to announce us. This is Hayato. Can I speak to you? Yes. Yes, come in. Chise opens the door, and we walk into the guildmaster's office. Oh, you brought your entire party, I see. He sounds surprised, but not as disturbed as he should be when a posse of adventurers enter his office. Shiori closes the door behind us. I try my hardest to look like I'm seeing his office for the first time, and not like I'm digging through drawers just a few minutes ago. What can I help you with?
We're here because of the Dark Wolves.
Oh, of course. I heard you were investigating them. What have you learned? We think someone is deliberately sending them to attack Lightshire. Oh?
That's right. Now all the evidence points towards it.
And do you have any suspects?
One.
Who is it?
You.
What?
You.
I heard you the first time.
Then why did you ask?
Because you can't be serious. He starts laughing. A small party of adventurers from Lightshire accusing the guildmaster himself of commanding the Dark Wolves. I've never heard of anything so ridiculous.
Ridiculous or not, you're the one who benefits the most from the attacks.
You're also unusually interested in our investigation, and you keep notes about the Dark Wolves.
We also know you were researching Ascendant magic before the attacks began. And you don't have any alibi for the moment ahead of the last attack.
So that's how it is,
We won't let you get away with this. Get ready, everyone.
I draw my sword. Chise has both of her daggers in hand already. Shiori and Aiko look prepared to cast spells at any moment the guildmaster attacks. Now wait a minute.
Lightshire has suffered long enough. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Yes, I didn't do it. What? You can glare at me all you want, but I want to stop the Dark Wolves more than anyone. That's the whole reason I set up the adventuring system. To build up strong, well-prepared adventurers who could fight this new threat.
Why should we believe you?
I have a personal vendetta against the Dark Wolves.
Did someone love you? Did someone you love?
Yes, in the very first attack. Every piece of evidence against him could just easily point towards a man trying to stop the Dark Wolves by any means necessary. I put my sword away, embarrassed and a little guilty that I was so quickly to confront him. The others follow suit, although Chise remains tense, as though prepared to grab her daggers again at a moment's notice. See for yourself. He picks up a photograph from his desk and holds it out. Oh no! Fuck! Her name was Mira. Our parents died when we were young, so I practically raised her. It wasn't an easy life, but she had the light in my darkness. She was the light in my darkness.
I didn't know you had a sister.
People don't talk about her. She was not well liked.
Why not?
She was different. People consider her strange, so they treated her poorly. They never got to see Mira I knew, intelligent, curious, and always able to bring a smile to my face. His tone turned bitter. I suppose that's why they didn't try hard. That's why they didn't try harder.
Try harder?
Try harder to do what? The first time the Dark Wolves came, no one knew what was happening. They came out of nowhere, and an entire pack and attacked Lightshire. When they finally left, the townspeople were relieved to report no casualties, except for one girl who disappeared.
Oh no!
I had no combat skills. I wouldn't stand a chance against those monsters alone. I begged people to assemble a force to hunt down the Dark Wolves. They told me Mira's probably already dead, and they wouldn't risk more lives to find a dead girl.
That's harsh.
I heard the other things they said when they thought I wasn't listening. At least it was her, or thank God it wasn't someone else. They were more than ready to give up Mira, while they hid in their homes and prayed the Dark Wolves wouldn't come again. Of course, you know how it turned out. The Dark Wolves have continued to attack Lightshire ever since.
I can't believe they didn't try to save your sister.
I was furious. I had to do something, so I set up all of this.
No offense, but after this many years, I really doubt.
I know, Mira is dead, but at least I can get revenge on the Dark Wolves, and whoever sent them, if your theory is correct.
I see.
He sounds sincere. I can't imagine he'll make up this entire story about his sister just to fool us. It explains why he seems genuine when he spoke to me in the church too. I'm sorry we suspected you. It's fine. I understand your line of reasoning, more or less.
I didn't want to believe it was you, but when Chisa explained everything, it sounded so logical. It was logical.
Didn't anyone ever teach you to get to know someone before you make up your mind about them? Oh, that's rich coming from you. Shiori snorts and shakes her head. I look at her, then back at the guildmaster. She must consider him as a hypocrite. No, fuck yeah, you judged Shiori as quickly. I did not. Come on, do you have any proof against Shiori than we had against you? Well,
You think I'm a traitor because of my past is similar to other traitors' past? You have no actual reason to believe I destroyed my hometown, or that I ever hurt anyone here.
And here she is, trying to save Lightshire just like you are. The two situations are entirely different.
How?
Didn't you just say you should get to know someone before you judge them? Well, did you make any attempts to know Shiori at all before you decided she was dangerous? The guildmaster lowers his head. He doesn't say anything for a minute, but then he slowly nods and looks at Shiori. I apologize.
You do?
She appears stunned. Maybe no one in Lightshire ever admit they were wrong about her before. Yes, you're both right. I had no evidence. You've always professed your innocence, and you've never done anything to make me doubt you. Yet, I believe the rumors anyway. It seems I'm no different than town folks after all, fearing what I do not understand. The thoughts appear to trouble him. He falls silent and looks away.
It's alright, I forgive you. Now that we know we're on the same side, what do we do?
I propose an alliance.
You mean you want to work with us, even after we blamed you?
Certainly. You four are our best chance of avenging Mira's death and stopping the Dark Wolves.
Do you have any leads?
No, all my attempts have failed. However, you have an amnesiac adventure with you, which gives me great hope. Is that why you were questioning me about me? Is that why you were questioning about me? A young man with amnesia who appears out of nowhere. I couldn't believe my luck. Truly, you fit the profile of a hero. Truly, this world obeys strange rules.
It's not that. It's not only that he's...
She pauses and glances at me. She must want to tell the guildmaster I'm from another world. Shiori met my gaze and shakes her head. No, fuck you. Let her tell him. There is no harm in the guildmaster knowing the full truth now. I give Chise a nod.
Hayato is from another world too.
What? Shiori sighs and casts a disapproving frown in my direction. But what's the point in keeping secrets now? It's true. I don't know how I got here.
And we found a prophecy in the Temple of Basil that claims a hero from another world could help us.
Truly. Then this is the hour I've waited for. Together, I know we can trace the Dark Wolves back to their source and stop the attacks. So, what's our next step? We all look at Chise.
This was my conclusion, and it turns out false. I need to look everything over again. Don't forget, Dr. Takizawa should complete his analysis in another day.
The mad scientist?
He is not mad. Yes, he is.
He is?
He is not.
I admit, I'd sooner investigate that scientist than work with him.
Me too. Be quiet.
I hold up my hands and step between them before they get violent. I have an idea.
Oh?
Aha! Our hair begins to shine. It's not that good of an idea. We suspected the guildmaster because he had the most to gain from the attacks, but also because of his activity seems suspicious. Why don't we investigate a little more and see if we can find anyone else who fits the bill?
A fair plan. At least until Dr. Takizawa's analysis is complete. I wonder if Dr. Takizawa has done anything suspicious. Don't you dare try to pin this on him.
The guildmaster clears his throat. I agree. Let's take the next couple of days to gather clues and then see what we come up with. I promise you, as long as you fight the Dark Wolves, I will be your ally until the end. So the guildmaster is working with us now? That's good news. Nevertheless, as we leave the office, I can't help but feel like we're already back to square one.
So, where do we begin?
They all look at me.
Hayato, this was your idea after all.
Well, I think through everything we know, everyone's connected to the venturing system probably benefits from this in some way. That won't help us narrow it down. Finding someone with a grudge against Lightshire is another option, but that could take a long time, and we have no idea where to start. But the guildmaster's interest in the Dark Wolves is what really made him seem suspicious. If we can't find someone with an unusual interest in the attacks, or better yet, a connection to the first attack, it might be the clue we needed. Why don't we try finding people who remember the first time the Dark Wolves attacked?
Good idea. I'll go to the inn and ask people. I play cards with. Some of them have lived in Lightshire all their lives. I've gotten to know a few adventurers in the area. I'll see if they know anything. Since I've tried to study the Dark Wolves, I'll go back to compare notes with the guildmaster. Maybe together we can find something we missed.
Alright, then I'll ask around here. Shiori returns to the guildmaster's office, while Chise and Aiko head for the exit. I look around, then approach the counter where we turn in the quest. I'm gonna end it there. I am out of breath. From everything I've done today, I am out of breath. So if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to see whenever I post, and leave a comment. Man, this game is good. And I hope I see you Saturday, 10 p.m. That's when I'm gonna start streaming on Twitch. Every day. Well, not every day, but from Tuesdays and Saturdays. You know how I don't make videos here? I'll probably just do them over there, you know? Like do, not videos, but like, just mess around and have fun with you on Twitch. Alrighty. Anyway, I am beat. Alrighty. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to see whenever I post, and leave a comment. Alrighty, this is Gat saying farewell, and as always,